Hello everyone, welcome to This Thing Sucks, and today what we'll be looking at is In a Lonely Place. Now this film is on Amazon Prime, and I think it's a very kind of interesting movie that I want to take a look at and everything, because I don't want to just do short films, I want to do like other films and everything. So I have my show notes right here, and let's get started with the movie. So this movie, let's read the description of the movie. A stylish psycho thriller. A story is set in an isolated hotel where photographer Thomas invites Teresa, the two main characters, a model, for a photo shooting. Yeah, that's how they worded it. Their encounter will lead to something much more complicating, being the two personalities involved in a psychological game of violence and passion. Now, the only really psychotic character in this thing is Thomas, mainly because they convey him awesomely, which is what I'll get to when we get into things I like. So, the things I like. The camera work in this movie is really good. They have tons of really good cinematography and work of just ways to convey scenes and really cool ways of they'll have a shot at a mirror developing where everyone is and the whole scene and set. They also use the creativity of lots of high and low shots to convey who's in power, which is most of the time it's Thomas, not Teresa. Now, in my opinion, the acting in this thing is alright. I think Thomas does a really good job, or Luigi Bolzami, I don't know how to pronounce his name. These are very Italian names or anything, but he does a really good job, in my opinion. At least not a lot of people, H0p3 reviews on Amazon don't really think he did a really good job. But in my opinion, developing the mindset of a psychopath and everything, he does a really good job. And Thomas is a very lonely guy, and they do a really good job at conveying that he's just a very lonely guy in a very open space or anything, which they use lots of good camera work to display just a very empty space. Also, Licrezi Vrenquill, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name, does a very good job as Teresa. She sometimes the acting of the scaredness and everything, it could get a bit overboard and everything and goes on for a bit too long, which I said I'll get into with the things I don't like. But I think she's alright and everything. The acting is kind of, I said, dragged out, but she does a really good job at showing that she's terrified of this character, and she's the girl Teresa that went for the photo shoot and everything. And in my opinion, the music in this film is alright. It's not amazing, mainly because it kind of has the classical horror music, where it's basically at a very getting about to be scary moment, it gets high, and then it's kind of melancholy when it's just at a normal alright moment or anything. Now, some scenes, in my opinion, are very dragged out. I'm assuming it might be to convey how the struggle, but in my opinion, a lot of scenes are just very dragged out, which kind of gives the movie the kind of boring I guess description, mainly because there's this one scene where Teresa's trapped and tied up in this chair and everything, and it goes on for I think at least 6 minutes, which is never how long any scene should go for unless it's very well done, and it's all the exact same shot, and it doesn't move at all, no other cam work, which puts this movie at a stilt, because I feel they did a lot of those dragged out scenes, because this was only one out of the 100 dragged out scenes in this movie with same camera angles, which I think was just done to just drag it out to actually be labeled as a film. But yeah, the dialogue, in my opinion, was very weird. It didn't sound like two humans talking. Once in a while it did, but at other points it was basically very fucked up Shakespearean language or anything, which in my it just wasn't that good. The actors got it out very well, but at the same time it's kind of hard to convey a message when you're speaking this spider tongue or whatever. Like I said, Luigi, whatever his name is, does a really good job at kind of showing he's psychotic and everything, but yeah, like I said, it's really boring, dragged out scenes. But yeah, that was my review of I keep forgetting the name of this movie, In a Lonely Place. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. I would recommend this, but it's only to someone who has a lot of time on their hands, lots of free time, and can sit through very long scenes. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys do see it, make sure to leave your opinions down below of this movie. And yeah, see y'all later.